Lord Howe's small species signal wider island recovery gains. Lord Howe Island's post-eradication recovery is now being seen at a smaller scale, with new research showing a sharp rebound in insects and other invertebrates since invasive rodents were removed in 2019. The study, published in Biological Invasions by researchers from the University of Sydney and collaborators, compared invertebrate samples collected before the eradication program in 2016-17 with new sampling from 2023 to 24. Across 20 forest sites, the research drew on more than 24,000 specimens to assess how ground and lower tree-dwelling invertebrate communities have changed. The clearest shift was an increase in overall invertebrate abundance, particularly among larger-bodied species that were more likely to be eaten by black rats and house mice. Bush cockroaches and woodlice were among the groups showing strong increases, while the wider invertebrate community also changed in composition. For conservation managers, the findings expand the evidence base around invasive species removal. Lord Howe Island has already recorded recovery among seabirds and native land birds, but this study provides one of the clearest looks yet at how less visible species are responding beneath the canopy and in the forest floor. Why small species matter for long-term ecosystem resilience. Invertebrates rarely get the same attention as birds, reptiles, or mammals, but they carry much of the workload in healthy ecosystems. They help recycle nutrients, break down organic matter, pollinate plants, and provide food for predators higher up the food chain. The strongest gains were recorded among invertebrates larger than 13 millimeters, supporting the researchers' view that rodents had suppressed these species through long-term predation. Their return could improve food availability for native predators, such as geckos and insect-eating birds, while also supporting broader ecosystem processes linked to soil health and decomposition. For funders, land managers, and conservation planners, the study reinforces a practical point. Invasive species eradication can deliver benefits beyond the most visible wildlife outcomes. Recovery can move through food webs, soil systems, and habitat relationships in ways that are harder to market but vital to long-term resilience. The findings also come with caution. The island is not simply resetting to a pre-disturbance state. While total invertebrate abundance increased, diversity patterns were more mixed, with some groups rising and others declining. Seasonal variation was also significant, and the study could not fully separate rodent removal from other environmental influences between the two sampling periods, including climate and habitat changes. That complexity is useful for future monitoring. Lord Howe Island shows that recovery after invasive species removal is measurable, but it is not always neat or immediate. Further research, including genetic analysis, is expected to clarify which native and introduced species are increasing, while future work may examine effects on soil nutrients, decomposition, and habitat-specific recovery.